Okay, and welcome to the very first official Wedding Industry News podcast. And today I am joined by a very good friend of mine, James Waddington from Romantica of Devon, local to us. We have followed his journey, and last year they celebrated 40 years in bridal. So congratulations, James. Welcome. Tell us all about your plans for the upcoming year, what's going on with Romantica.
Thanks very much. Great to be here. We've got lots going on, as you can imagine, for a company that's been going for the amount of time that we have. We've got plans to grow into Europe. We've changing the way we sell our collections and the way that we approach that side of the industry as well. We're now moving down from 2 collections a year to 1.
That's quite a big deal. But a good plan, I think, because they come around so quickly. And how can retailers and brides keep up with 2 collections a year?
I think so. And I think we've tried to work it back from the bride because we think that's kind of ultimately who we're there to serve. And if the majority of weddings are kind of summer weddings and there's one main season for weddings, then there should be one main season of samples released by us. And then from a timings point of view, just pushing that back as well, because I think, September Harrogate's always been the biggest event in the UK buying industry. But with the average supplier having a 16-week lead time at the moment, we're kind of hitting the stores with those dresses in January, and it's too late to then be able to sell for that summer's brides.
So you're almost targeting the year ahead, like after that. So totally understandable, and I think that's a really clever move. But you talked about developing into Europe, so what does that mean for you?
So for us, we've been in the European market for about 20 years. We've got lots of retailers across DAC and Benelux and Scandinavia. But the last 7 or 8 years, we've not been able to develop as much as we might have liked because of the awkward word of Brexit, which has made business really challenging. So as a result of that, we've just not known what the situation was going to be, and therefore how things were going to happen. So once the announcements were kind of made and we knew what it was going to look like, we kind of made a fairly rapid decision to set up a warehouse in Germany.
Wow.
so that we could distribute and look after all of our shops. And that's resulted in us having bases in both Europe and the UK has meant loads of big agents have come on board. We've welcomed on a new Scandinavian agent, a new Southern German and Austrian agent. We've got 5 new agents starting in Italy this month. And so we're looking to kind of push on all fronts. We'll be at Milan and Essen and kind of all over the European show calendar. We've got a plan and we're executing, so it's really exciting.
It's really exciting. And so we are expecting to see you in Harrogate, aren't we, in March? So although you're dropping back to 1 collection, you will still be showing in March, is that right? So
March is our big launch. So March is when we'll release. So March is kind of, we think, a better time to launch, so the dresses hit the stores in the right time for the following year's brides. But it also aligns with all of the other major shows in Europe. So you've got kind of Harrogate, and then there's a week off, and then it's Milan, and then it's Essen. So it kind of aligns us with all the major shows.
And it puts UK at the front of that line as well, which is pretty cool because that's where we should be.
Exactly.
The UK retailers should see the dresses first.
And they certainly will, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're super excited to see the next collections because they are every time you launch a collection, it does seem to get better and better. I don't know how you do it, James. But secondly, there's some exciting news in your personal life as well, isn't there?
Yes, I will be having a few weeks off because I've got a second little baby boy on the way next week. So.
Oh, that's such exciting news. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm not looking forward to the lack of sleep, but we've done it once, so we can do it again.
Yeah, well, we'll be keeping track and hopefully we'll be getting the announcements on Wedding Industry News. But we appreciate your time and we're so excited to see the new collections, the new baby and your developments throughout Europe over the next year. And really, really excited to watch how quickly and how brilliantly Romantica is developing.
Well, thank you. And same to you. I'm looking forward to seeing how the podcast grows. And obviously, both Win and Bridal Buzz have been going for about 6 months now. Is that about right? And so obviously watching their journey and their growth over the next 12 months will be exciting as well.
Oh, thank you. Well, we'll be in it together.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much and we'll speak to you soon. Welcome to the podcast, people.